Please. Oh, shit.
We have a potential 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here.
Hey, community service podcast. Craig Conan coming to a city near you. Where am I coming? I don't know, man. Look on the website. We're all over the place. There's still tickets left. Oh, this is after the fact. You missed it. Go to Chicago, Kansas City, New York, Auckland. I'm everywhere. Go to my website. And if the ticket links are there, it's because the clubs won't give them to me. Still a struggle. Anyways, today's guest is Josh Wolf. He's the fucking man. Love this dude. So goddamn funny. He has a special coming out. Also, P. Diddy, West Side. Bad Boy and the record label as a staff and the mother bleeping crew. That's right. You flight risk. Look at you now. You little Diddy. Yeah. Diddy is the devil. He's the hand. Yeah, you'll see it later. It'll make sense. P. Diddy, that's what's up. West Side, Tupac for life. Come to a show, eat gummies, eat mushrooms, get off drugs, plant medicine. Look, it's working out for me. Hey, I love you all. Vibrate higher, love, light, consciousness, all that good jazz. Go to the beach, go to nature. Much love. Peace. Tune in. How are you? Hello.
Yo, that is a dope t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, my buddy gave it to me. He just said, here, happy birthday. And I was like, this is the most compliments I get off this shirt.
I lived down the street from Cobain when he shot himself.
No way. Wait, is this rolling? Hold on. Get the buttons.
I used to...
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait. This is gold.
Yo, I have some good Cobain stories, dude, because I was in Seattle during that time.
Is this one rolling? Yeah. Are we audio? All right, we're good. Roll that shit.
Yeah, dude. So I lived down the street from Cobain when he shot himself. It was on Leshai in Seattle, and I used to see him in like the summertime, but in this overcoat with a woolen hat, you know, the one with the flaps.
Yeah.
And he would just be with these giant glasses, just sitting by the water, obviously sweating some shit out.
Yeah.
But when he himself,
I don't know.
You know, when he died,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I had a New York driver's license, and they weren't letting anyone on the street unless you could prove you lived there. So for 2 days, I had to park like a mile from my house.
And you couldn't even get home.
No, because I couldn't prove that I lived down there because I didn't have a driver's license. But it was insane time. I had somebody who saw him at a restaurant once.
Wow.
And he was eating, and he asked Cobain for an autograph. He was like, "I'm really sorry to bother you, but can I get an autograph?" And he gave him a napkin, and Cobain signed. This dude, he was like, "It's my prized possession. It's a cocktail napkin that says "Get fucked, Kurt Cobain."
Oh my God, that's perfect.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's exactly how you'd want Kurt Cobain to sign anything of yours.
Yeah.
But the '90s in Seattle was musically just...
I never went to Seattle till the pandemic.
Oh, dude, you missed. You missed it. You were in... I was in Seattle. Right now, you go to Seattle, man. Downtown, it looks like they filmed The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
there.
it's terrible. It was actually, of all the places I've been, and you saw where I'm going.
Yeah.
You never even heard of that place.
Nah.
Seattle.
That sounds like a dude, Niles.
Yeah, Niles. Come check out Niles. He's real big. You know, I don't want him. Stay away from me, Niles. Oh, man. I need more ayahuasca.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I already forgot what we're talking about.
Dude, in Seattle at that time, man. In Seattle at that
zombie
time.
apocalypse. Seattle was the craziest. That was it.
It's not... You know,
They're breaking windows for no reason.
Portland's
I said, leave that
exaggerated.
window alone, and I'm an anarchist.
Yeah.
I said, what did it do to you? That's not fun. It's for funsies, you know?
Yeah, it's Portland. I don't find downtown Portland. It's exaggerated when people are like, it's on fire in the home. I was like, I stay down there all the time, man. I love that downtown Portland. But when I started in Seattle, dude, I started with Joey Diaz.
Oh, what? What was he doing in Seattle? He was
Brody
on the lam,
Stevens,
wasn't he?
Brody Stevens. So
Stephen Brody Stevens, R.I.P.
Me, Brody, Joey. And then, you know, that was when Mitch Hedberg was running through there. I remember Mitch he took a trip across country in a van, like a Volkswagen van, with this dude named Chard Hogan, because that's how he was gonna go do open mics across the country. And when he came back, dude, I go, "How was the trip?" And he goes, "Man, I found out that I'm a 15%er." And I said, "I don't know what that means." He said, "When I walk into a room, only 15% of the people are going to get me.
Yeah.
Now I just need to get those 15% together."
Mitch said that?
Yeah, it was really
amazing.
insightful, because he knew
Yeah.
when he stood on stage, like, half the people are going to be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Especially back
A
then.
T-ski.
Yeah,
A T-ski.
yeah.
My buddy Eric Myers opened for Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah,
The
dude.
late, great Eric Myers. I clearly am influenced by him. I listen to his comedy albums, Do You Believe in Gosh?
Yeah.
On repeat, and Mitch all together, and Grilled Strategy. Yeah, I used to go to bed to CDs.
Amazing,
yeah,
right?
Just Mitch on repeat.
He would have owned Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter was made for dudes like him who could just pop out amazing one-sentence jokes.
Yeah.
I remember watching his first Letterman set in his apartment on Alta Vista. He was in New York, but we were there with his girlfriend. Jimmy Schubert was there, a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah.
And we just, because that was at the time, if you had a Letterman set, man,
Yeah.
that was, you know what I would equate it to is like getting on Kill Tony now.
Oh, Matt. Yeah.
Right?
Exposure.
Letterman or Tonight Show back then, for like my generation, would be when I hear younger comics talk about Kill Tony now, that's kind of how they talk about it.
What's crazy, it is the Tonight Show now. It is.
Don't you think so? It's a late night show.
It's weird you said that and I just clicked. Away. It is. It just went. Because this shit, like if you kill Tony, that's funny. You almost are guaranteed a career or some sort of like, boom.
Dude, look at these dudes who
Ariada Maddie.
Yeah,
that
dude.
Guy.
Cam.
Yeah, Cam. I love rocks.
The dude, Hans Kim, right? When you're talking about, and all these, and I'm gonna call them kids because I'm an old dude. All these kids have proven is that they can do 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But they can still sell out a weekend.
Yeah.
On the 3 minutes.
Now Cam's smart. He's building it right.
Yeah, he's smart.
And Ari's been in these streets. I forgot his full name, but I just met him on the benches at Rogan's Club. We were in the little room.
Yeah.
The little boy.
Yeah.
Fat man, little boy. And he went first, and he was doing a bit on homeless people. And like in his foreign ass accent, he's like, "Shoot him!" I'm dying. I'm howling. And the audience didn't get him because he went first. He's foreign. He said, "Kill the homeless man."
Yeah.
But the comics were just, and then like maybe 8 months later, I saw him pop up to be the regular on Kill Tony, which is pretty much United, you know. And then he did Rogan and Madison Square Garden, so it's just cool.
But think about
cool.
it too. I mean, I don't know if you know Adam Ray.
Yeah, I love Adam Ray.
But
I knew him as Wolverine at Universal.
That's
bro.
right, man.
Oh, he didn't see it.
Yeah. But he look, man, he's always been the funniest dude in the room.
Yeah.
And it was always, everybody always wondered, like, when's he gonna pop, man? When's this gonna pop? And Kill Tony
Yeah.
gave him that pop. It's amazing. And what
so
Tony's
perfect.
doing for comics is pretty amazing.
Adam's like a renaissance man too. That motherfucker has every tool.
He can do everything. Yeah.
In the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I need that tool.
Yeah.
I just sweat. Where's the 15%? Get together. Up there fingering my tooth hole right here. And so I'm like, oh my God. Dude, Adam Ray. Shout out to Adam Ray.
Great dude.
Great dude. He tried to help me out early on. I was a baby in comedy. I was maybe 1 or 2 years in. And it feels even weird saying this, but like I'm funny. And, you know, even a year or two in, and he's like, I want to get you on Adam Devine's house party. But I was so green and I knew it. And I used to freeze up like deer in the headlights every set. That's why I always had notes. Mm-hmm. And then go like this. It was so bad.
Did people think it was part of the act?
For a second, and then they saw me die.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, he's dead.
He's frozen.
So I couldn't find tape without me freezing like a deer. Because he's like, give me some tape. I'll give it to Adam. We'll try to get you on. And all of them had the headlights. And I was like, oh, come on. And I finally got it to him. But it was too late. I should have just gave him the deer and the headlights. But like being on TV like 1-2 years in, I don't know. I mean, I fucked up. But you know what I mean?
I would tell you, man, comedy is different than acting or anything else. It's a marathon. And you don't want huge exposure before you're ready, because comedy is also not very forgiving. If people see you and you're not funny, that's what they think about you for the rest of time.
Forever.
They don't, there's no nuance.
I couldn't look a man in the eye for 10 years. As I saw what he did early on, I said, you get out of here. I hate you. It's real.
They don't, especially if somebody who books things, if they saw you early on, it could be 15 years later. They'd be like, nah, I saw Craig. He sucks. And you're like, that is 15 years ago, bro.
Give me another shot. That's really how it is. You go,
They don't, there's no second. And I also, man, you can see these like dudes on YouTube or TikTok, and they call themselves comics, and they sell out a weekend. But then the people who come are like, that was the worst show of all time.
it happens a lot.
Yeah, man.
We're murdering it.
Yeah, dude.
Well, not anymore, but I just remember those Sunday shows. There'll be like 22 motherfuckers in a room that seats 400. And you're just bombing your dick off, bro.
But you know what?
55 minutes, just like this.
The bombing, there's something just wonderful about it. Just to be like, oh, this is so uncomfortable for everybody. Like the audience too, man.
I tell you what, I hate it 90% of the time, but they're like 10%, there's this spite.
Yeah.
Where you're like, ha, 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 I'm going this way because you guys are pussies.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. Yeah, despite stuff, you're like, I'm dying now, you're dying.
Dude,
now we're both dying.
There was a club I remember that when I got on stage, I was like, I'm going to walk all these fucking people. This was a while back, maybe 15 years. I was like, I'm just going to fucking walk. I'm going to say whatever I want, and I'm going to walk all these fucking people. And I got like 90%. I was relentless because I'd never done it before. And for me with comedy,
I'm scared of that just listening.
I always want to try something. I always want to do something at least once, dude. You know, every Friday night late show, I take like 3 grams of mushrooms.
I was going to ask about that. That's insane.
Oh, it's so fun.
I'll take a micro dose.
Nah.
A double macro. But 3 grams, holy God.
Yeah, I got to tell you, somebody asked me, is the show good? I'm like, I have a good time.
You're like, I don't know. That's somebody else.
I hope everybody else has a good time.
You're like, what is the deal?
Yo, it doesn't make me throw up.
3 grams?
Nah, they don't make me.
Well, not anymore. You eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember early on eating that amount or more and always puking.
Yeah.
But I was like 16. But I haven't tripped balls in, well, I've done ayahuasca a bunch. I haven't tripped off mushrooms in at least like 12 years.
Is that part of the sobriety?
No, I'm just scared of it now.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I mean, I ate 6 grams as a 16-year-old on an empty stomach, and they happened to be extra strong.
Dude.
And so, like, maybe that scared me. I don't know. I mean, I always ate them, but I was more like, let me eat 2 Gs and then now and 2 Gs later.
Yeah.
Let's ebb and flow. Oh, it's wearing off. Let's just restart, you know.
I would say if you were going to do 6 grams, that might make me a little nervous too.
Yeah.
But the 2 to 3 gram, just enough where I'm like, I'm not sure what's going to happen during the show.
Yeah.
And I open it up to the audience a lot. And it's just, man.
That's fun. I might do it, but I'll switch the night so I'm not copying you.
Don't do it. We'll do it Friday Night Late Show. Both.
We'll live
we'll FaceTime each other. We'll FaceTime each other.
No way. I'm scared, dude.
Yo, but and I do it. You know, my son opens for me. So he knows every Friday Night Late Show he's going to take care of Dad.
Yeah.
But it's man, traveling with him.
Give my father some water.
Dude,
he's got the little white spots.
He comes on stage with me and shit. And we fuck about on Friday nights. But I have really decided that if I'm going to do stand-up, if I'm still going to be doing this, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, I'm not going to be like.
Wait, how many years have you been headlining and road dogging it?
Well, this is an interesting question. Because I took a bunch of years off to write on TV shows. And the first time I ever stepped on stage, I was 15.
Oh my God.
And the 4th time I ever stepped on stage, I opened for Kinnison.
Oh my God. I didn't know any of that shit.
And then I took some time off. I was in college. I was in Seattle, and I went pretty hard with Joey and Brody and those dudes. And then when I got to LA, I was a single parent, and so Joe Diaz was babysat my kids.
I did see some videos. Yeah.
So Joe babysat my kids, man, and we went real hard in the paint for a while. And then, my deal was, and I got these jobs writing on TV shows. My deal with my wife and my kids was, hey, I'm not going to tour and write on shows because I'm going to have balance. I'm going to have a family life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be gone all the time, money or not.
Yeah.
It's not worth it not to have a relationship with my family,
Yeah.
So when I wrote on shows, I just stopped touring. And then when Chelsea lately started, I stopped writing for other people and just started going back on the road.
Nice.
So I went back. I guess I went back hard on the road around 2008.
Yeah.
And dude, for a long time, I was like, why am I so just? Ugh. But I wasn't bringing an opener. But traveling with my son, dude.
Yeah, re-energy.
Oh man,
Re-energized. I don't know how to
we
talk.
smoke weed together, and
I smoked before you got here. I was like, I just woke up. This guy's been up early. I was like, I need to wake up.
What is your weed? What's your weed of choice?
Organic guy down the way, farmer, mom and pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's clean. It's not like crazy. Like the shop shit is way stronger and this and that. But I'm just scared, like people putting the poo-poo in it. With good poop, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, this
just
good
they
poop
don't
or bad
flush
poop.
it out. Yeah, come on. Give me organic guano. Get that tweaker fecal matter out of here. Get that downtown LA warehouse weed out of here.
Dude, although tweaker fecal matter sounds like the name of a weed.
Yeah. Some good shit.
Yeah, I'll take some of that tweaker fecal matter. Yeah.
Give me two. Give me two. I talk all this shit. I take one hit of it. I was like, let me get another bag, man. Fuck.
How long you been doing stand-up, dude?
First time on stage was at like 25, 26. I got arrested for the firecracker thing. I threw firecrackers at police officers on horses. It's my claim to fame. And then, but I was terrified of it, and I did it like twice, and then I went to improv at the Second City, and I did the entire program, and I studied at iOS and UCB, and then I met the homie Grant Lyon. He's my coworker. That's Christopher Lund. And then, but he was a comic, or is a comic, a very funny comic, and he's like, and he said in much nicer words, like, stop being a pussy and go the fuck out there, bro.
Yeah.
You're a comic. You're not this, and you got to go do it. And then I listened. And so about 13 years, like relentlessly, 15 years in the game, and about 12, 13 pursuing stand up.
When did you feel, I love asking people this, when did you feel like, oh, I'm starting to figure this out?
Barely right now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in control a little bit here. I gotta go
that
different
is
ways.
Around the time, dude. 10, 11, 12 years.
Just kind of hoping.
It's like med school, bro.
Yeah. I hope I'm doing this right. Ooh, your liver. Ooh, he was going to die anyway. He's an alcoholic, yeah.
I always get liver and kidney confused, but I figure.
He cut his liver in half, sir. Hey, it grows back. It's the liver. That's what I hear.
Does it grow back?
I heard something about that on the TikTok. Help me out, Googles. That's his name, Googles.
Yo. Dude, if I learned today that the liver grows back, that would be something
Are you a raging alcoholic?
I don't drink at all.
Good. It's the devil.
Just weed, mushrooms,
Plant medicine.
liquid acid every now and then.
No.
Dude,
No.
Did I have this spray?
Oh, no. Oh.
Dude.
Where's it at?
I bring it on the plane with me, and every
Yeah.
now and then we just.
Yeah.
It's, you know what, man?
Just micros.
People.
That sounds good. Liquid.
The liquid, dude, it gets diluted, so you can't, you really have to try to overdo it.
Okay.
I have enjoyed drugs more past the age of 50 than I ever have in my life.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, dude.
Good to know. Don't give me an excuse. I got this 12 years tray, and I'm just like this, like fucking.
What was the drug of choice for you?
I like pills and powders. I like Oxycontin, Vicodin, opioids. I was an opioid head. But I'd take whatever was on the table. That was also another problem.
I have to tell you, man, Vicodin, like if I took a Vicodin right now, I don't feel anything. I feel so lucky that none of those ever hit me.
Take 12 of them.
Maybe that's the problem, as I wasn't taking enough.
Suck on them under the tongue. Put a little in the tooth hole right there. Wait, does livers grows back?
Yeah, so
what did I say right there?
Livers grows back.
Livers grows back.
You went straight Gollum from The Hobbit. Livers grows back, sis.
I guess a liver donation, you give like part of your liver, and then both the recipient and the donor, that the liver grows back to a full liver.
Full liver?
Yeah. Then you share spaghetti afterwards.
Yeah.
Lady and the Tramp, you get a
Lady,
liver and a noodle.
right across from each other?
Yeah. I don't know where my brain went there.
Eye contact?
Yeah. But that's crazy. I told you, I knew some stuff.
Yo, dude, that is not something I know. This sounds like somebody who's contemplated selling part of his liver before.
Hey, who needs a half a liver? I'm off alcohol 10 years.
Who wants
Buy a hoodie or a half a liver.
on the merch table?
Yeah.
Just one lucky guest is gonna get half my liver.
You got rosacea. How much? Who's got gout? I see a gout. See a limper over there. Look at his boner toe, you stiff foot motherfucker.
I don't
Who
think
needs a liver?
If you were like, tell me what gout is, I'm not sure I could tell you. I know it's on the foot, right?
It can be anywhere, but gout is, I believe, because of both of my parents have it. You eat bad foods, rich foods. It was a king's disease, like back in the day, and you get it from like lobster, shellfish, and I forgot like the exact ingredient. Yeah, Google's, and then hang on, but this is a funny story. So my mom gets gout, and her fucking toe gets stiff, and she can't bend it because of gout.
Is that what happens? It's like rigor mortis?
Yeah. With my mom, she gets it in her toe, but she's a comedian that just hasn't done comedy yet. She's my mom, but she calls it her boner toe, and then she said that to her doctor and just laughed. She's like, "Hey, that's my boner toe. Look how stiff it is." And she's 78, a Mexican lady, just making boner toe jokes. That's a woman.
Meanwhile,
right there.
your dad hasn't seen a boner.
No.
At 78?
I asked him if he takes Blue Chew or anything.
Does he?
He said no. I said, what? I have to say, what do you do? He says, I put a jalapeno in my ass.
Yeah.
That's an old joke. I said it a long
Dude,
time ago.
At 78, I don't want to fuck forever. I
don't think he's doing it like all
Yeah.
day, every day, but I just was happy. I
That it
should have
still
known
works?
this information, but I was like, hey, that's good to know.
My thing is that like, and I don't even know if my dick's gonna stop working, but I know what an 80-year-old woman's body looks like, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be.
I'm like, boner alert.
Yeah. I mean, my body's gonna look the same way.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we're gonna look. My wife and I are gonna look at each other
He's
like,
like, what's lower, her tits or my balls?
my balls for sure have already reached.
Who's got longer?
Dude, now I know why old dudes wear such long socks because
They tuck the balls
Oh,
in
dude,
them?
for sure they do, just to make sure they don't battle up against the bing, 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 bing.
I've said this story a bunch, but I saw old balls as a kid at the YMCA with my buddy Dane
Same.
Molina, and they were like foot-long balls. I'll never forget it. Big, fat, hairy motherfucker with moles on his back.
Dude.
And I was like, what are they doing down there? And you're just like, you get sad.
Yeah.
You get sad. You're like, fuck, dude. Put a towel on.
And they
12
were
years old.
They
It's
were
long.
gray. It looked like he was dragging Gandalf
dude.
behind him. I'm like, why are the nuts so long and gray, dude?
Also, the Y's for kids. Like, what's that? What's happening here? Separate rooms, guys.
Yeah. And stop drying your nuts beneath the hand dryer
Yeah.
in the gym.
They do that.
Yeah, they do.
They do that.
They hold them in
It's
their
not
hand.
even a joke.
They hold them in their hand because
Why
you
you
can. Yeah, dude, use your towel.
Yeah.
Why are you blowing your nut dust all over?
Fucking towel. They blow dry their ball sacks
Like this?
in public.
Yeah.
Leg up.
Yeah, like Captain Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're Captain Morgan in the entire
We don't
locker
even
room.
need to write on this.
Nah.
This is what happens.
Yeah, this is not a lie.
I want to go to the women's locker room. No, I can't. Just kidding him. Hey, yeah. What's better than old balls?
I like you gave it double gun. Yeah.
Cowboy.
Old balls are not what I'm looking forward to, man. But
No.
I'm close to them.
Look at my autistic brain. I just froze, bro. I just went. No, this. So wait, so you're off the bullshit too. Plant medicine. Let's get into that psychedelic talk. I know you're a mushroom man.
I am huge.
I've done ayahuasca 18 times, bro. I've done it with Neil Brennan. Let's go.
I
want to puke in a bucket and fight the devil.
I would love to try it. Do you know a good?
Yep.
Wait. Okay, so how long would it take us to plan a trip like this?
It's offered monthly. I can't go the next few dates, but I pretty much go every time I can. As you see my schedule, it's hard. But yeah, they offer it monthly, and it's not too far. It's just a couple hour outside of LA in the hills.
Is it Ojai?
But
But listen, next time you go, I'll go.
yeah.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are nervous of that. I am not nervous about what's in the subconscious. I'm curious. That shit does not scare me.
Yeah, it's not the subconscious, it's the tummy. There's stuff in the tummy.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's where you hold trauma and this like stuff comes out. It's crazy. That's why you puke and poop.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. Now, do you poop and puke at the same time?
No, I never have. Like that's I talk about it in my acting stuff and many times on here. You're in control. I say this as a joke, but I mean it. You're more likely to shit your pants off fucking Taco Bell or bad food than this. You do purge out both ends. You could purge in many ways. You could yawn, laugh, cry, like coffee. Like it just makes you expel shit, literally and figuratively. You poop and vomit, of course, and they call it purging. And I used to make fun of that, but once you do it, you're like, oh no, that's purging, because you're not just vomiting. Like you're vomiting. I've said this. It just feels weird to say it because I say it in my act. You know,
Yeah.
but like, you're puking fucking crickets and roaches and shit in the spirit world. But then you open your eyes, you're like, oh, it's just puke. Yeah. But in that moment, it's like pain, trauma, drug addiction, whatever. You know, just the bad, negative.
But that is what I heard, that it's not like mushrooms, that if you are in control in a weird way.
That's why I'm more scared of mushrooms. I'm not in control in that. It's more like ayahuasca is, I believe everything has spirit and entities attached to it, you know, like, and there's grandmother ayahuasca or whatever, like they guide you and show you what you're ready to see. Where mushrooms is like, boom.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
Yeah, whether you're ready to see it or not.
Good
Here
luck.
it is.
Yeah. Who's steering this ship? I don't know.
I do love that, man. I have these pills right now that are part mushroom, part San Pedro. Mm-hmm. And they are such a crazy combination of high.
I haven't done San Pedro. I want to, basically, after discovering ayahuasca, I would like to try all plant medicines at least once. And I've done combo. And I want to do bufo.
What about peyote? You tried that?
I haven't tried that. Peyote, San Pedro, just psychedelics, but more so less drug addict-y, more like once a year in the desert to check in, you know? Mushrooms I'm fine with all the time. Like I've been microing this guy 3 grams on stage. This fucking son of a bitch. Jesus Christ.
It's so much fun, man.
Wowzers. I'm taking 0.2. Oh, Craig's ballsy. Oh, maybe a 0.4. He's like 3 grams to the head. I'm like, oh,
I did it this weekend in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they weren't ready for it in Indiana.
damn. I bet. Like, oh.
It was a lot of fun though, man. I like I said, I like going on stage now at this point and being like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
We're on the mushroom segment. Let's do it then.
What you got there?
We got my brand. I got a mashup. So I teamed up with Colors, mushroom gummy, just a little micro. It helps with anxiety. Enter Lucy 15 for 15% off checkout. So this delicious company makes their things that you know how we got to talk in riddles and codes. Anyways, they're delicious. Try them. And then I teamed up with them. I'm Mr. Loosey Goosey. But they're mellow. They're 0.2 2, but with the kick, because mine are teamed up with lion's mane and niacin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like some lion's mane, man.
You want one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm
they're,
no pussy.
He's like, give me the bottle. And I'm like, hey, I want it. Yeah, all right, that's 2 weeks for me.
That's delicious, dude.
Yeah, these are great.
Holy moly.
Yeah, just
Congratulations.
yeah.
Did you have to go in and taste test and all that stuff? Was that fun?
Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
We're working on a sour pineapple THC one. And we're going to get into the ones where I don't have to talk in riddles. You know, they're
why
Amazon shippable.
Why do you have to talk in riddles? Is that for which platform?
I don't even know, but some homies got taken out. I'm like, don't take me out. I'm on my fucking ride.
By the way, I was going to tell you, man, sincerely, and as somebody who's been in the game a long time, and I love seeing it, I was telling you that a buddy of mine sent me a clip of yours and was like, this dude just popped up overnight. And there's no such thing in comedy as overnight. But I love seeing people, and I've seen your face and your name around for years, who have hustled and know what it takes to make it in this business, start to find their place, dude. So psyched for you.
Thank you,
legit,
bro.
man. Legit. Because you're also a different voice, which is so cool. In comedy, it's rare that you have a voice that's so different, and you're a different voice, and it's so dope to see. So keep doing what you're doing, dude. You're building it the way it should be built, and you're building your crowd the way it should be built by being authentically you. So you're never going to have to change 5 years from now and be like, no, this is who I am. Ta-da.
Yeah. Well,
You
thank you.
stuck with who you are. And I'm sure, dude, like all of us, we've been told, hey, don't do that. That's you're never gonna make it if you do this. You got
oh yeah.
You gotta do this, right?
I also said, this is all I got.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. So super psyched for you, man. It's super dope to see.
No, that means a lot. I fucking love you, bro. I've seen you for years and looked up to you, and it's very serendipitous. I remember watching you early on do your what was that? I remember your hotline story.
Yo, yeah.
The sex chat and watching that shit. You're a storyteller too.
Yeah.
And a hustler and a goddamn savage. And I also can tell as you come up, there's people that are happy for you and are genuine, and you could feel the love, and you can just feel it, and it's awesome. And then there's those that are not. Mm-hmm. And I could feel that. I'm like, okay, I see you. They say, congratulations. They look at me like this. I'm like, I don't feel that. No, it's so fun. Yeah, it's cool. Like, just like all the different levels of this. Like, my homie Zach Chapeloni just opened for me in Brea, and he just got passed at the store.
Awesome.
And he told me that, and it just lit me up. You know, you're like, ah! And then it's just fun to see all of the different stages of the rises of everybody, and it's just cool to watch the hustle.
What people mistake is it's not because you're selling tickets that means I won't. There's so many tickets.
Yeah.
There's so
We're not both in Fort Wayne.
No, man. Right?
You could go to 2 mushroom shows. We could go to 2 shows. Yeah.
But that's it, man. Just because somebody else is doing well doesn't mean you can't do well.
I never understood that mentality.
Me neither.
That's fear. It's abundance. There's so many. Come on now. Bobby Lee said that to me very early on. He's like, he said exactly what I just said. He's like, you can't all do the same spots at the same time.
Nah.
There's enough.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Think about how many comedy tickets are sold every weekend.
Yeah.
Think about how many dudes and women are crushing it right now. And people still keep selling tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I a while back was like, hey, I got to stop trying to make other people happy with this.
Yeah.
Like this special that I'm putting out is called 4 Stories. And I was told repeatedly, you can't shoot this special. This is not, you can't shoot this special. Because I'm a long storyteller. That's what I do. I tell long stories.
I do too.
And so this full hour is 4 stories.
Nice.
Right?
Who cares? I watch Break the Internet too. Watch.
Right.
You can't do that. Oh, I just did.
But that's the
I'll do
fucking
5
thing,
stories.
dude. That's the fucking thing. I'm going to do 1 story, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's they can't tell. They're trying to dictate out of fear for themselves the people who are supposedly in charge of your career. But they don't know shit. If they knew shit, they'd do what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this special, dude, I love it so much.
It comes out. You told me the day.
October 2nd.
Okay. Tune in, Tokyo.
Yeah, dude. I shot it myself. I produced it myself. I directed it myself. I was not gonna let these people. I'm putting it on my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna let these people try to tell me what comedy I can and can't do. That shit is not. I was like, nah, I'll do this myself, man.
I'm shooting my first one this year.
You psyched?
Yeah, I'm scared to death.
Where are you gonna shoot it?
Well, I don't know anymore. Some shit hit the fan recently, and I probably shouldn't talk about it till I know where I'm gonna settle.
Where are you from?
I'm from LA, born and raised.
I
I was doing Sacramento, but then because of holidays and budgets and flights, and it's just there's been some complications, and I have to reanalyze some things. And yeah. Anyways, because I've been promoting Sacramento for like fucking 3 months now, and then I got some emails where I went, oh God, this might not. So we're reanalyzing things, and probably just end up in LA.
Theater or club?
I was doing a big old theater. That's one of the hiccups. It's like a lot of money for just one shot, as opposed to substantially cheaper for multiple shots. Obviously
Yeah, dude, I filmed
for my first one too. It's like I don't need all that fucking pressure.
I would say this. I filmed in a small place for a couple reasons. One, I think I'm a better comic in a small place.
That too,
and I think comedy's better close up.
I'm a club comic. I've been performing clubs. Yep. And then it's for specials, like let's go to the place I haven't been performing at.
Nah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it could change your style. It could try to make you try to be bigger. I would do someplace, dude, honestly, because like that where the energy's on top of you, La Jolla Comedy Store.
That's funny. That was on the list. I have a handful, and that was on the list. Yeah.
Because someplace where like I feel fucking great on this stage.
Yeah.
And that's because at the end of the day, dude, you don't need your dick stroked by doing a big theater. You're going to do that eventually anyways.
Yes, I do. No, that was, well, I had performed at this theater before and it was magical, and that's why I chose it. And then they offered it, and then it kind of was like, I had been wanting to shoot something. Then I got an offer and I was like, hey, that was magical last time.
Yeah.
And, I still want to. It's a big ticket and one shot.
Yeah, dude.
And that's that,
Think about if you did 4 shows in La Jolla, you could get not only your set, but you could get so many clips to promote the show.
I know. That's like exactly what,
It's
like shoot 2 to 4 shows or 1 show, and also for half the price. So basically, I think everything is getting, anyway, sorry, Sacramento, but, yeah.
Why do they call themselves Sacktown? I think they got to come up with a better.
Yeah, you saw that old guy too, huh?
Yeah, Sacktown. Somebody said, did you go to old Sacktown? I'm like, no.
I'm going to high and tight Sacktown. I'm going to cold, wrinkly Sacktown. What happens? It goes like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. It goes like, how's it back there? My nuts are in my ass. And it looks like the ripples in the sand at Glamis. Okay, too far, Craig. Wait, let's go back to ayahuasca. We never fully formed it. So basically, I love sharing this shit because it's plant medicine. It's indigenous. You're a hippie. It's leaf in the vine. Did you know that?
I did not.
2 ingredients, syrup. That's it.
How
leaf
long does it
vine.
last?
6 to 8 hours.
And does it feel like 6 to 8 hours?
No, it goes in waves. Wow, everything is different, bro. There's been times it felt like it was 15 minutes, and there's been times it felt like 15 months. Where you're like, whoa, that's over, and you're like, oh my God, when is this going to end?
I can't wait.
And it's a roller coaster. You're in control. It listens to you. You co-create with it. Like one of the reasons.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I was like, oh yeah, let's get it out. Let's go hard in the paint. And then I went there and I was like, okay, just kidding. Ease up. But then it listens immediately and you go, it's like a dream state. It's like if you're truly tripping balls and freaking out, the shaman said, open your eyes, go to the bathroom, turn on the light. I assure you, you'll be sober in 2 seconds.
Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy because you're not really. It's more a meditative thing, and you have to zone in to hop in the channel of consciousness. It's not like I'm taking this and I'm guaranteed to blast off. If you're resistant, because they give you a scale of 1 to 10, there's newbies that are resistant, that are too crazy,
Yeah.
And we'll bleep his name, but like, let's say like goes to do it.
Yeah.
His brain is too powerful. It's not going to work on him. It'll
Right.
work this much. To where if you're open-minded like you could hop in and ride the wave of consciousness and then go to where you want to go and explore anything from you, your ancestors, your grandma.
What are you
OGs.
getting? Because the
Time
18th time, like, what are you still discovering?
I think I'm pretty good on the healing stuff. It's probably just because I'm a drug addict and I enjoy it. No, because really what it is you touch the pool of infinite love and consciousness in heaven, and that can be quite addictive. Not addictive, because it's not. I can't do this every day.
Right.
You also have to prep for it and eat right and drink right. You
Really?
gotta be a clean vessel. The medicine will work better with you, and you'll purge differently. If you're eating pork and sushi and parasitic foods, you're gonna puke for food reasons and not whatever reasons, other. And then but yeah, you navigate with it and you can be like, show me. It's basically like an organic supercomputer. You have access to God's information, your information, our information. Who knows? You just go somewhere else. It's like the Matrix, dude. You just plug in, you're like, oh shit. And then you come back here. It's like that art right there, Alex Gray, Net of Being, autograph, original.
Wait, so
Well, yeah, you go to like there and
we're doing this for sure, right? Because
Yeah.
I 100% am in on this.
most people are like, I'm scared. Puke crickets. He's like, when are we doing this? Can you do this on stage? Can I bring this shaman to Indianapolis? Live from Hilarities, Josh Wolf and a shaman.
I 100% am into this.
Yeah. It's
that could-
wild.
Because what mushrooms really showed me is how little of my brain I use. And, and the possibilities of what it can do. I want to tell you something freaky that happened to me, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to Hawaii and took mushrooms and was visited by every spirit on the island.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. Good, bad,
Oh, no.
mischievous. And like I was trying to go to sleep. I can actually sleep on mushrooms. And I was trying to go to sleep, and every time I would doze off, I would feel something hit my shoulder,
Yeah.
and it would wake me up. And this is in the bedroom part of the hotel room. There's a living room area. And I just felt like whatever is in this room doesn't want me in this room. So I got up and I went and laid on the couch in the living room.
I'd be traveling with Sage now, bro.
Dude.
I'm going like,
I might, because I could see and terrible energy. I could see them and feel it around me. Great energy. But the great energy was like, please give back to the earth tomorrow. Tomorrow when you go out, please say thank you to Mother Earth for this beautiful island.
Yeah.
Like really. And some of the dark energy was like, you don't belong here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It was happening for so long, I stopped freaking out. And at one point, I said out loud, hey, everybody, can you leave? I just got to get some sleep.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, we're going to be here for a little while. I was like, motherfucker, right? So I come back home. Do you believe in Reiki?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So there's this woman.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, there's this woman. I haven't seen him on Reiki, but there's this woman in Vegas who's amazing. If you ever come out there, I'm going to set you up with her.
Oh, man, I just did it. I was like, Reiki.
Dude,
I've done some bomb Reiki.
Where they've told you some shit where you're like, how do you know that?
I just flooded. They flooded me with heat energy and all this shit left me, and I was crying.
She'll talk to you about your spirit guides who are standing around you.
Ooh.
But she said to me, she goes, hey, or unsolicited, you should stop doing mushrooms for a little while. And I said, what? She goes, you've been doing mushrooms? I go, yeah. She goes, you should stop for a while. I said, why? And she said, your spirit guides are telling me they can't protect you anymore. And I was
You're
like,
opening up the door.
that's it. I was like, what does that mean?
The good and the bad.
She said, you're going into a different world. This is their world. And they've been protecting you in that world. And you're there so much, it's harder for them to protect you now.
You working them overtime?
And I was,
Yeah. I gotta give the angels a break.
I was like, what else
Come
they got to
on.
do?
They're like, Jesus. They're like, I got a store over here to run.
This dude's
I'm
out
selling candles.
How is this dude in the spirit world all the time? Yeah, but she was pretty specific. about things that she was like, you should pull back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, and that, I didn't know that you're in their world.
Yeah.
And so you're opening yourself up to good and bad.
That's supposedly where we go in the dream realm. The DMT.
Have you done that?
No, ayahuasca makes you secrete DMT naturally, organically through plant medicine. That's what it is. I've never done the synthetic version. The shaman told me not to, and his logical explanation made me like.
What was it?
He said this plant medicine has been in the jungle for thousands, millions of years. There's intelligence cooked into it. It's fermented. It's finished. That's what, 8 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just went like that. I went, oh. And just like, I do love acid, but I'm scared to ask it. It's kind of like weed. Like, who's growing it? What's in it? Is it the rich people shit from Malibu? I'll take that.
Yeah.
If it's sweet. Yeah. Yeah. They got money. They got science.
Good. That's a good shit.
If it's
out
my
there.
cousin down the way, like,
Did you make that in your bathtub, dude?
Like, what are you, you know, so for that reason, I'm out. And even that with ayahuasca, like I've had so many different medicines, you know, just I make jokes, but like if your shaman looks like me, don't do it. You want indigenous fools that have been born into this life that know what they're doing and can protect you because you do go to you know.
And did you found something you like?
Safe space, bro. Protected. Jesus Christ.
That's what I want.
I say it as a joke, but I mean it wholeheartedly. It's all light beings, angelic shit, Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, protectors, who all the positive light beings. It's non-denominational, Buddha, Christian, whatever you want. Just positive is the name of the game, and protection and prayer, and not, you know, the hand in your ass.
Yo, dude, that
Get out of there, devil. Ah! Yeah, dude, I was on ayahuasca. That fool's hand went in my ass to my liver and my tummy. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's why I kept coming back. I started wearing Archangel Michael. He's just the guy to talk to it.
Wait. So you were taking ayahuasca?
I was in the spirit world, and the devil reached his hand up my booty hole.
Why?
And grabbed my
what did
tummy
he leave
and liver.
there? What did he leave in your asshole?
He got me when I was a little. Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I left my watch up
He
there."
said, "I got you."
You know what? I was looking for my Blockbuster
He went like
card.
this. He said, "This is why you're fucked up."
Yo, when he reached in your booty hole, did he take something or leave something?
He just said.
Was it like one of those change
He
things?
said, "I gotcha."
Yeah. He said, "I'm gonna leave a quarter here for later."
I said, "What the hell?"
When did you see it? Did you feel it?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It was so real. It was like a, and I went, because I wasn't. This is like maybe my 8th time, you know, because I was. It's like layers of the onion.
Yeah.
First time I didn't see shit. It was a little bit on the second night. Because it's 2 nights of medicine. The first night opens you up. The second night you can go there. If you're meditative and spiritual, you probably could hop in out the gate. But it's not easy. It's like surfing.
Yeah.
You're not going to stand up your first time. And then, so then I kept going as I healed and touched heaven, the pool of love, and purged a little bit. But I didn't purge until like my 6th, 7th time. And then, the hand went up my ass, the spiritual hand of darkness. And I went, but like it was like sobering. I said, what? I was like, what was that? You know? And then I started asking people about it, and they didn't really want to talk about it.
What?
Yeah, because I was like, hey, I felt like something real bad. You know?
Wait. Okay, first of all, man, when you feel the devil's hand go in your butthole, you like... How do you choose who you talk to about that?
That's when
you're like, who?
You're my first.
For real?
I think publicly, a little bit. I never gone into full detail because it's too crazy. And everyone was like, he's crazy. And I'm like, you drink this.
Yeah, I believe that shit,
this.
dude.
You see what happens. Drink it 18 times and see if a hand doesn't grab you.
Did you feel the devil's hand the next day? Is there any residual?
No, it's just a moment because you're purging, you're channeling Christ consciousness, love, light, God, whatever you would like to call it, and you're working on yourself. And I get all, you know, like this. I've done it with Amir K. He seen me do this shit, just going, whoosh, and just fucking exorcist vomit.
And did Amir K do it too?
Mm-hmm. These are the public. I did it with Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
They talk about it publicly. I did it with a homie I can't mention. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Though. Yeah. He does arenas though, but yeah, just puking with the goats and shit. Come with me.
I want to do
Yeah.
it. So I'm not scared at all, dude. I'm so curious because I know I got some shit buried.
Oh yeah, we all do.
No, I
If
do,
you
but and
don't,
I
you lie.
am so
You
curious what it is.
Some of them are of ours, yeah. But anyways, it's quite lovely, you know.
Dude, I am on board. I'm hoping to avoid the devil's fist in my butthole.
Well, you might not. He might not have got you.
Yeah.
He got me.
Wow, man. Yeah, now I'm so intrigued by that. And because I want to purge all that shit that I've buried.
Yeah.
I want to be the best version of me that I can be, and I'm not poo-pooing any of that shit. Like this feels
you'll
like
poo. You'll poo. You'll poo. You'll be poo pooing.
yeah, I want it.
You're like,
man.
I'm not poo pooing. Ayahuasca be like, oh yeah.
How many
Spray
people?
the walls.
How many people?
The room's large, maybe like 30, but like 8 people are guardians or well traversed, or like I'm not technically a guardian, but I've done it so much. If anybody needs help, I could help. You know?
And so take me through. You go up there, you drink.
There's a ceremony. They make a safe space, and for those of you not into this shit, I'm sorry, bleep that word. You know what I mean? No, because I know as I speak of all the spiritual stuff, a lot of people check out instantly, and I don't know why it bugs me.
But
what, you know what's funny? I used to check out instantly. I never believed none of this.
Spiritual doesn't mean. I think people cross spiritual mean it has to mean religious. Those are two different.
Oh yeah,
things.
I mean on this podcast I always say fuck the Catholic Church. You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I also love spirituality and Mother Nature,
Me too.
God, universe, Christ, Buddhists, all of it. Like I said, any positive light thing to help. Like, what is the problem? I don't care what name you got. Are you light?
Yeah.
You're it. Come on in. But yeah, they set up a safe space. And there's an altar, and they play ayahuasca Icaros, and those are songs, indigenous, been around for, I don't know, hundreds of years or however far back they go. My church is the Santos Bonnaci Church. You could Google that. It is one of the only legal practitioners of medicine in this country because it's part of it's part of the church in its inception. It's not like, oh, here, let's add it later. And so yeah, and then they start singing these songs. It's very traditional. Like the men and the women are separate. There's no touch. There's no stay in your cocoon and do what you got to do. No talking.
Not a big open room.
You're in a large open room. I'm just saying, no fraternizing.
Got it.
This is traditional ways. Other churches, they let people talk and shit. And I'm like, what are you, nuts? I'm fighting the devil.
Talk to each other with the devil's fist in your asshole?
That's what I mean. No, it's bad to talk because it takes you out of it. You're in your spiritual journey, and if you just go like this, boop, I go, and I'm out of it. Like, it takes you out. But then, if you're good at it, you just hop right back in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I want to do it right now. I'm ready right now to go do this.
Chew on that leaf. I don't know. But yeah, they play the Icaros and it opens you up. It's kind of like the birds chirp to the plants to open them up. They do the songs that opens you up, and you focus on your breath, you focus on the songs, and then you meditate, and then you go into heaven or the net of being or wherever you go. You access information about your trauma, your ancestors' trauma, the universe, just open canvas, and you can find stuff out you don't want to find out, and or whatever. It just is a wild ride. And then you basically fight darkness and puke it out, and that's it. That's my church, anyways.
Okay, I got a couple questions.
Drink from the cup and puke.
When you say fight darkness, like
or illuminate it. Maybe not fight. Maybe that's my problem. I've been fighting it my whole life. As you speak that, I realize it's because you're fighting it. It resists, persists.
Right.
It's more like illuminating it, exposing it.
And when you dig deep, right, and some shit comes up. When you whatever the next day is, do you feel lighter? Do you know what I'm asking? Like when you're purging yourself the next day, do you feel like, oh, I've actually let go of whatever the fuck that was?
It depends. Yes, I have felt like I did ayahuasca the next day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm free. I'm so light. I'm love. I've never felt better in my life. And then other times you go places and you just like got out of a train wreck. You're just like this, like,
But you do feel something the next day.
Oh yeah, you're usually cleaner, but you know, if you go there, it's not pleasant, and it takes a while to come back, and it's probably best to be alone for 2 weeks and be in nature if you really go there, or at least a week.
No shit.
3 days, some time alone in a cabin in nature would be wise.
That I'm so fascinated, dude. I'll tell you.
That's if you go there. You know, if you don't go there, you're fine.
You know, when I take my mushrooms now, a lot of times, I like taking them by myself, and I get under my covers in my bed, especially on the road, and I try to solve problems.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine joked around, she calls them my tent sessions.
Yeah.
But I do my tent sessions, dude, and I take them and I go underneath, and if there's something about me that I don't like or something I want to, I just try to hash it out. I remember screaming in a hotel room in Austin. I felt so angry, dude. And I was this is no mushrooms.
That's why you're angry.
But but I feel like when you do,
Why do you think I take 'em?
drugs, you open yourself up, even when you're not on the drugs, to whatever.
I call these plant medicines. That's
Plant medicines.
If you're mushroom, ayahuasca, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Society fucked it up. They call that drug, and they take pills and judge us. I'm like, yeah.
That's true, because the next day on mushrooms, I feel fine.
Yeah, that's plant medicine.
1,000% fine. But I remember in this hotel room in Austin feeling like there was something in my body, and I was pushing it out like this and flicking my hands.
Yeah.
And pushing it out.
That's some good mushrooms,
Flicking
bro.
my hands. Dude, I remember looking at the mirror on the side of the bed, and it looked like something was moving through my forehead.
Yeah, the yin.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking bananas.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, I love this shit.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so crazy that I love it.
Yeah, we talked about it. I was fucking stabbing homie, going west side, channeling Tupac and my gangster cousin.
What?
Groucho, when I was fighting homie in my tummy. I'm literally like meditating, going like, get the fuck out, bro. Like, you work on yourself.
Yeah.
You do all this shit, out of body experiences where all of a sudden I'm performing Reiki and massage therapy and lymphatic fucking drainage massages on myself that I never knew anything about. You know, all of a sudden I'm like it's just like, you know.
Are you a different person pre the 18 trips?
Yeah, for sure. It takes a lot out of you in a good way. It takes time, though. It's a process.
Tell me how you're different. I'm so curious. I hated it. I'm sorry if people listen are like, who gives a fuck about ayahuasca?
No, they love this.
I'm so curious. How are you different?
I just always have had this fire and feisty in my soul, and I always wanted to just like, you know, like, fuck you. But like, I hide it well, but it feels like it's putting the fire out of the nonsensical rage, and it's like hugging me, and it's going just like, calm down.
That's
But then I'm
so
human,
cool.
so sometimes I go, I'll fucking slit your throat. You know?
But that is
Get out
such
of
a
my
cool
booty
thing,
hole.
dude.
I'll fucking kill you.
I'm gonna shiv the devil in my
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Devil's hand in your butthole. You know what's also weird is that I know it sounds terrible, but I'm also like, I'm wondering. I mean, I'm open to anything, dude. And even if something that sounds
You're
terrible.
like, how big's his hand?
Yeah, like, is he going closed fist, or is he doing like a
It wasn't pleasant.
Is he going like this, or is he going like this? Like,
It wasn't freaky or pleasant.
I'm
It was
assuming the
more
devil
like,
doesn't.
"Ah!"
Devil doesn't use lube, right? He's
No.
He's a.
No,
He goes dry entry.
yeah. It's a scar. It's not for fun.
Yeah, the devil doesn't seem like a guy like, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this
yeah.
as good and nice as possible. I when I take mushrooms and start to have a bad trip, and I close my eyes, I always see the same evil in my head. It's never a different form. It's always the same devil, the same demon shape face. Like, there's never. which makes me think, okay, I know it's going to sound crazy, but if it was a different one all the time, I would be like, oh, this is just me hallucinating. But this makes me feel like, oh, this evil is more real. Like, obviously it may not have like a form, but if I'm seeing the same thing, the same evil every time that I have to talk to and say, get the fuck out of my body. I'm not interested in this. Get the fuck out. It has opened my eyes to like, oh, this stuff is, I know it's not real, but it's not real. Do you know what I mean? It's not real. If I'm seeing the same one, it's like the DMT people who always,
I think it's real.
It's real.
I didn't think it was real at all until ayahuasca and visiting different realms. Then I went, what now? You know, you go, hey, what's this realm?
When you visit the realm, are you seeing through your eyes, or are you seeing from outside? You can see yourself.
I don't even know how to explain that, because it's not like you're not. I don't know how to explain the unexplainable.
Right.
You're just not here. You're in the fabric of time. It like reminds me of Interstellar when he's pulling the cords.
Yeah.
But it's not like that, but it's like that. This is the only thing I could think of that's digestible for our brains to wrap around. You just travel to all these sacred geometry places.
Eyes closed though, right?
Eyes closed,
open.
Eyes closed. I've never seen this eyes open.
Okay.
Eyes closed, meditating, breathing, with focusing on the songs. And you go to places to where like kaleidoscopes and sacred geometry makes sense. Like everything makes sense. You're like, oh, we're doing this all wrong. There's abundance. There's this ran by cycle. Like all this shit I already knew. It just kind of was like but it's weird to say this and it sounds almost stupid. It's more just like an energy and a feeling of knowing. It's like you just plug in. You're like, oh, I get it now. Oh, like Bob Marley, like he gets it.
Yeah.
These people get, like these certain people always get it. You see how this shit is, and you come back to this world, and then you just kind of forget. Yeah. But yeah, it's just.
That's amazing.
Just like all the ancient shit, like when you're going through Vancouver airport, all the native art, like I enjoyed it before, but after ayahuasca, like you visit those worlds, you're like, oh, that's why they did this art. That's why all indigenous art looks the same, whether it's in Vancouver or Austria,
Yeah.
you know. It's all, you notice that?
Yeah.
All the same faces, all the
Yeah.
same shit. It's because they drank from the cup. They all went to the same places. They seen these spirits. And it's wild. It's wild shit. And it's stuff I never really believed in nor knew about until I drank from the cup and blasted off.
Dude, that is fascinating. I had never thought of that. But people taking the same drug and visiting the same place, it's like the DMT people who talk about the elves, right? If you're seeing the same elves and you're in the same place, there has to be some validity to that.
Yeah, how 100 different people, 100 different countries take and see the same shit. What mathematician can sum up those odds? It's not possible.
I can't even spell mathematician. Dude, that is, yo man, you have sold me 1,000%. Now I just got to get you on board with taking 3 grams and going doing some stand up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta. You know what might be fun, man, is one night maybe you and I meet on the road and just do one show together.
We just missed each other. Where were we?
Orlando. If I had known, I'd have stayed and get fucked up with you.
Damn.
But we should hop on stage and just
live stream.
Just do a fucking fun one.
Edit.
I will say, I used to do this show, and I'm gonna do it again.
Controlled Chaos.
I did that, but I also did a show called The High Live, where I would take about 100 milligram edible. I would smoke a joint. I would take like 2.5 grams of mushrooms. I would turn on my camera in the backyard, and I would invite one of my friends over, and we would get fucked
100
up.
milligram. I'm done with those days.
Oh yeah.
I used to do 200 milligram.
With Joey Diaz.
I used to. It's
It's heavy.
the ayahuasca took that out of me. I still smoke the reefer and probably a bit too much, but like, let's just say I'm taking 5 milligrams and I used to take 50s like Skittles.
I would rather take the 5 than the 50.
Yeah, no, I know. I
would
remember
rather,
that. I
yeah.
don't like you get like just thinking of how I used to operate drinking 200 milligrams by noon.
Nah.
It gives me anxiety. I'm like,
Yeah.
no wonder.
No, I would rather, man.
What?
But I do this show. I'm going to be doing it in Vegas. I'm going to fly you out for it. It's called the High Live. We just get high, and we do. So, we used to like. Do you know Yola? Do you know Dope as Yola? Oh, you two should definitely hook up. I'll get you hooked up with him. But we would like. I'd do the interview, but we'd each have an easel, and we'd do portraits of each other while we were
Oh,
high.
I would love to do that. And in Vegas is right down the way. And
Yeah.
I also would love to see that Reiki. So it's pop pop.
Fuck yeah,
We'll
dude.
do a Reiki show. I mean Reiki and a show, not the
Jesus Christ. But the mushroom show on the road, you and I, we could do it somewhere here in California and just have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm scared.
We could do 100% mushroom, 100% like just turn it into a Q&A and just let them ask us whatever the fuck
That's
they want to
chill.
ask
I can
us.
handle that. It's more so more sure like just having anxiety of doing my act high on mushrooms.
Nah, don't do it. We'll have my son open, and then you and I will come on and just fuck about.
Okay.
Dude, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll get the self-portrait out, and we'll do a little...
All of a sudden, like, wow, great can paint. Move over, Alex Gray.
I definitely can't paint. My painting is terrible. It's like a left-handed retarded 8-year-old.
That's good painting.
Yeah.
Picasso.
Oh, can I say? I probably.
Yeah, whatever you want. Only reason I bleep it sometimes. I leave it in 90%. That one didn't hit. And I was like, that was just rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Burr. I leaned in on the R too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that with you, dude. That'd be a good time. I love Vegas. I love living there more than I think I ever thought I would. It's so chill.
Michael Yo moved out there, and he told me the same thing.
So chill, dude.
And he said flights are so cheap in every hour.
So cheap. You can fly anywhere, anytime. And it's the quietest place I've ever lived because I don't live on the strip.
Yeah.
And yo, dude, doing my drugs out in the desert is like
It's nice.
magical.
It's warm.
Oh, it's magical.
You don't want to be cold on drugs. Just shivering on mushrooms is the worst.
100% true.
Warm, comfy, cozy.
I'm extra cold when I'm high. That's
Yeah. Yeah, I hate, dude, I'm layered up. I'm wearing wool socks when I trip balls.
Oh, no
These
shit.
motherfuckers don't know. You don't want to shiver
No.
on the mushies when
No,
you crazy.
dude.
By the fire. Warm up. It's nice.
I don't think I could do wool on mushrooms though. Anything itchy fucks me
Yeah.
up.
Well, yeah, you're right. Just like with like the good Costco
A nice
wool.
fleece.
Yeah. Comfy, cozy.
Stop it.
Just linen and cotton, organic. Okay. All right.
Some people are jerking off listening to that.
Wow. ASMR to fabric.
Linen,
and
organic, and cotton fabric.
300 thread count. I don't know. I hope that's high.
I don't even know.
I never look at it. I didn't make it that level yet. I'm like, ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Hotel collection, Macy's. Okay, we're getting to it. First of all, Josh Wolf, what is happening? Josh Wolf was the fucking man. Check out his Instagram, his special coming out. I have a few more questions.
Yeah.
I have this community service. I've been a knucklehead, bettering himself. That's what I preach, you know?
Yeah.
Any story, you probably got a lot. Any mushroom story, party story that changed you for the better, kind of made you wake up? Although I feel like we've kind of been talking about that the whole time.
Yeah, you know, honestly, the first time I was taking when I moved out of LA, dude, I'm so glad I moved out when I did. I moved out in 2020, but it had started to turn me into somebody and something that I wasn't.
It got weird. I moved here. It's LA County, but it's different over
Yeah,
here.
dude, I had started to exactly what you and I talked about earlier. I had started to being less happy for my friends, and I started to be like, well, why isn't that happening for me?
Yeah.
How come I'm not getting that? And as soon as that started to happen, I turned to my wife. I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I can't let this town change who I am. I just refuse to become somebody. I'd rather quit.
Yeah.
That's not who. We moved to Nashville, and I remember taking mushrooms, and I was down, man. I was real down, and I remember taking mushrooms, and I used to take mushrooms and walk at night. And my wife was like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "I'm gonna find this." And I remember one night, literally swinging at the sky, saying, "Whatever is inside of me, whoever you are, whoever's changing me, get the fuck out."
Yeah.
And I was swinging at the sky, dude. Just walking with my dog. My dog was looking at me like, "What the fuck is this cat doing?"
He's like, just feed me, bro. I
just
need
trying to
some
take a shit,
snacks.
bro. Yeah, but I'm swinging at the sky. You fucking get out of me. I don't want you. I don't need you. Whatever you think you're doing, whether you're trying to protect me or trying to fuck me up, get the fuck out. And I worked myself up. I'm dry heaving, but when I got home and I walked in to the house, I felt like a lighter, like whatever was on top of me was not there anymore.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time. Remember I told you that I was like, I think mushrooms just allow me to access things that I wouldn't be able to access. I would have never been able to access that.
No, of course.
Whatever was in me.
In order to access shit like that without mushrooms, that's why I preach this shit so much, is you got to be a monk in a cave meditating, breath work. It's like I don't do that. Just give me the gummy. Give me.
First of all, who knows where a cave is?
I don't.
That's really not easy to find. Caves?
Yeah.
That's a tough find. You know, a cave without a wolf or a bear in it. You know,
I know a sea cave. It's cold. It's wet. It's cold. I'm not going in there.
No, I'm out on sea cave.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's when I really started jumping back into mushrooms more like, oh, this is good for me.
It's medicine.
This is good for me.
It's fucking medicine.
Yeah, it's good for me. And so, but that changed. That happened like 4 years ago. Not only did it change me moving forward, but dude, it reminded me of who I am. And most importantly, that I'm happy for other people. I love to love.
And when you're happy for other people, it'll just come right back to you.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's not that bitter.
I'm not that dude.
I'm
I'm not like I legit, dude. Watch your clips and see like places you're selling out and shit. And I'm like, this dude is fucking crushing it. And I couldn't be happier. I feel the same for my buddies, like for what's happening with Sickler.
Yeah,
and for
Adam
Ray.
I just did his pod. Yeah,
dude, these
great
are
dudes.
all great dudes.
Yeah.
And so genuinely happy. So I'm glad that mushroom trip took me back to where
you're doing Bill Burr's podcast after this.
He had to reschedule. We're doing it next week, but I can't wait to do. Burr's
dude,
podcast.
go! He did mine. I'll never forget that. That fucker's the shit.
Can I tell you what's great about Burr? Besides everything, but dude, here's a guy who doesn't have to say yes to doing these podcasts.
No. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think he wants to drive to Redondo Beach?
No.
Right?
I got him on Zoom.
But he's
too big of a
but
drive.
you know,
I got him.
But he's a guy who gets it, and he's never pretends like he's above any of us.
And just witnessing, well, first of all, what you just said, he's one of the goats at stand-up.
No doubt.
My God.
One of the reasons,
the dude, he is off the stage. He, like you said, he doesn't have to help anybody out. He's always helping his homies out.
Yep.
He's always giving shout outs. He knows how hard this is. He doesn't care who you are. If you have any amount of success in this business, he's happy for you because he knows how fucking hard it is.
Yep.
And he doesn't need to do any of that shit. None of it.
He's not putting anybody else down.
No, he never bumps anybody. He never runs the light, and we all want him to.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
the one guy like, keep going.
Do another 40,
Yeah,
dude.
you headline my show. I don't want to do it no more.
100%.
Yeah.
But he's such a humble dude, but also like, man,
Pit bull, like
No doubt.
You punk you. You're like, oh, sorry, sir.
And by the way, one of the reasons I think so many people are trying to get into stand-up is Burr. Not because he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
He just
talks.
leans on the mic,
Yeah.
talks. And if you wrote down his set, I bet you some of his biggest punchlines wouldn't be funny unless they were coming out of his mouth.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're like, how does he just talk about that?
Just
no matter
talk.
what.
Doesn't-
it's just a killer. Everything's a killer bit.
Yo, dude.
And then you tried that, and you're like, "Whoa, not here, not tonight." Oh, Jesus.
Dude, we did so I put together one of my favorite nights I've ever been able to be a part of. I put together, I'm a huge Boston sports fan. And there was a baseball player named David Ortiz. And we did the roast of Ortiz years ago. And I called Bill. I'm like, you want to come back to Boston and roast Poppy? And he was like, fuck yes. So the night before at Laugh Boston, we're all running our sets. And Bill's like, I'm not going to run my set. I'm just going to try some new jokes. Okay. So not only, he goes, I said it out loud. I think it's pretty good. So not only did he come on and do new jokes, and we were all sitting by the side of the stage like, are his new jokes funnier than any joke I've ever written in my entire... He's like, I'm just trying some new shit. I'm like, that's new?
Yeah.
That's my closer.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
And then to go on stage at the roast without ever having done it live, that's when you know you're in the zone.
Yeah,
he knows what he says funny. He can write it and be like, oh, that's going to be funny.
Yeah.
He fucking crushed.
The man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
My dad's from Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Boston?
Boston. Yeah, I mean, he moved here when he was like 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, my nana had the accent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is your dad Mexican?
No, he's white boy. German,
White boy.
English, Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, white
I was
boy.
going to say, if he's
Blonde hair,
Mexican,
blue
I
eyes.
understand why he moved out of Boston.
No. Yeah. My mom is LA Mexican.
You know what? I'd never met I grew up around a lot of Puerto Ricans, but I had never met a Mexican. And I went to school in San Antonio. And I remember my first day there, I asked a friend of mine what a fajita was.
Oh,
And
I
he
don't even know what that is.
It's a fajita.
Oh, no wonder I did it.
Yeah.
I
was like,
that
I
sounds
go-
like a bad word. I don't want to say.
I looked at the menu. I go, what's a fajita? He goes, don't say that
Fajita.
again. He said it's a fajita.
You're like burrito.
Burrito. Yeah, a fajita. He was
Taco.
like, guacamole.
Arroz.
Guacamole.
Con. Polo.
I will say, dude, I like a good mole sauce.
Yeah.
Like a
Ooh,
motherfucker.
mole.
Yeah, that's
Who's
what I thought
that?
it was.
Mole.
What a chicken mole.
What old lady? Mole.
Dropped her mole in my chicken.
Speaking of mole,
Yeah.
one of my son's coming soon, so I got a final question, but it's my favorite one. Look at that guy. That's cute,
on,
baby.
man. He's
That's
so
cute, baby.
cute.
That's cute, baby.
What's his name?
Marlo. Because sometimes they're goofy babies, and I seen them out there.
Those
I got a
cheeks.
cute baby.
Why
I would
are-
have made fun of him.
Why
Like,
are
look
those
at that.
cheeks so good, dude?
Dude, he's the chunk. He won't stop eating, bro. I gave him like 2 nectarines. He wanted a third. I'm like, you're 6 months, bro. Calm down. You're going to have diarrhea. Time to go home with your mother. I'm sorry. But speaking of that, the final question I have is that you got a good poop story? Shit in your pants?
Oh my God! Yeah. I'm an older gentleman, so
Yeah.
what decade do you want me to choose? What decade do you want? What decade you want me to choose
We
from?
just have to have your back. I don't know.
I
I
mean-
think a good 80s poop.
How about?
Whatever your favorite one is.
All right.
These are
So
good.
first date with my wife.
Perfect.
Okay. So I had been out the night before, and I've told the story on stage. So does that matter?
No.
Okay.
Clips.
Okay. So
Clip not on my podcast. Thank you.
I had been out the night before, and had gotten drunk and had some Taco Bell,
Oh, yeah.
and
That's how. See?
Okay.
You see?
and we talk on the phone, and she's like, "Hey, where you want to eat?" And we pick a place. What the fuck was it called? On Sunset, right next to Rock and Roll Ralph's. There's a restaurant there. I forget
Toy.
the name. No, but it's
Bossa
further
Nova.
east of Bossa Nova.
Yeah.
That's right.
They
So
killed a magician outside that
they did
darkness.
out in front
The
of Bossa
devil
Nova.
is real.
They killed a magician.
Yeah, that's what I said. How much he got? $20? You fucking kill him for $20?
They got $20 and a rabbit.
Yeah. I got this hat and it just keeps giving.
It's just got a lot of scarves in it,
Oh
though.
my God. A flower. A dove.
So I'm with her. It was, and I was a single parent at the time, right? I'm taking care of my 3 kids. And I was really pretty set on not dating because I was 7 out of 10 happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was okay with 7 out of 10 happy. I had been 1 out of 10 happy after a relationship, and I was like, I can't afford to do that with 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay 7 out of 10 happy.
Yeah.
And then eventually maybe I'll date.
Yeah.
But I met her, dude, and she was so fucking cool. And we go out to dinner. We're talking, and an hour in, I'm like, oh, this is this the person?
Yeah.
Like everything about her I love. Already, we're talking, we're laughing. She's gorgeous. She had a great sense of humor. She's smart. I like smart people, right? And I feel a sneeze coming on. Now I'm a mouth sneezer. You know those loud mouth sneezers?
Yeah, my mom does that. You're like, wow.
Yeah, right.
It scared me.
Can't scare her on the first date like that.
Yeah.
So I plug my nose.
Oh no. Oh no, it's got to go somewhere,
Dude.
That energy got to go somewhere.
Dude, I sneezed right out my butthole.
Oh no.
Right past the devil's fist.
You got you too.
Right? And I'm sure she saw the expression change on my face.
Oh, you can't hide that.
She reached over to me and she goes, "Hey, you okay?"
Mm-mm.
And I was like, and she said to me, hold that thought, I have to use the restroom.
What? That's why she's your wife.
And I was thinking to myself,
That's a woman.
you have to use the restroom. I have shit all over myself, right?
Yeah.
Now, my first instinct is to
Wait,
get...
you said that or she said
She
that?
said I have to use the restroom.
That's what I mean. She knew. She's like, I'm going to leave him.
Dude,
I'm going to give him 5.
So she goes,
He
I'm
needs
going to use the
5. He
restroom.
needs 20. He needs
I was going to get up and leave, but then I thought, oh, I have... This isn't like a little shit. This is like, if I walk out of this restaurant right now, everyone's going to see a lot of shit in my pants, which I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
And as I'm contemplating what else I can do,
You're like, server, can I have some more napkins? Do you have any? Can I have a tablecloth?
and do
got
you
a
have an
tablecloth.
apron from the
Yeah,
back I could use?
Yeah. Give me Jose's pants. I'll give him $50. Come on, man. I know. Come on.
I'm pretty sure there's shit in Jose's pants too.
Cut to Jose's not wearing pants. He's just naked cooking in an apron. Nice ass, Jose.
She comes back and sits down, and she says to me, I said to her, I go, hey. And she said, yeah. I go, I got to tell you something. And she said, you could tell me anything. And I said, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
And she goes, what's happened? I go, I shit myself.
Oh, my God.
And she said, I know. I go, what? She goes, why do you think I got up and went to the bathroom? She said, I was hoping you would leave so I could just go home. But now you're here when I get back, and now I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
She said, you couldn't have just left. I was like, what do you mean?
Where am I going?
She goes, well, now
You're like, I'm trying to get laid tonight.
She was like, well, this was a you problem, and now it's an us problem.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we going to do? It was so funny. She goes, we're going to pretend like you're retarded. We're going to walk you out of here. And I was like, I love this idea.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, she's super funny, man. But she knew I shit myself. And that's why she went to the bathroom. So I could leave with some dignity.
Yeah.
But I was there when she got
Nah,
back.
you're like, dignity. I'm a comedian.
Yeah, dude. And not
You
only
think
that,
that
I was
this
like,
is nothing.
she was like, I was your ride. She goes, you think I'm getting in the car with you with shit in your pants? She was like, I'll grab a taxi, but you should go home.
Yeah.
But I called her the next day, man, fully expecting her to be like, yeah. And she said that was really funny.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Minus the shit.
Yeah, minus Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Hey, don't drink and do coke the night before, huh?
I am so happy that I never liked Coke.
Oh, good. Cocaine always made me shit my pants, so I just assumed.
Me too. And I tried meth once by accident, and that did it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways. Yeah, man, that's my shit story.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
Yeah, I got one from 2 months ago too, when next time I come on.
Yeah. Now, we'll have you back. We'll do that mushroom show, too. I'm terrified.
Oh, dude, you take me to the ayahuasca.
Yeah. I need more internet income. I'm tired. I'm on the road all the time.
I know, dude.
People are like, when you... I'm like, you give me a minute. You give me 5 minutes. I just got to stay still for a minute.
But this is why I'm saying, dude, stop thinking of the road as work and find your way to have fun.
No, you're right. I agree. And my beautiful girl always checks me on that. And it is true. And I do have fun, and I am grateful. And I feel like I complain about it a lot. I'm just saying I do like 60 cities, and I like want to do like 40.
That's not.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, dude,
What's
100%.
what's a good number?
Well, you know what it depends on, man. It depends on, and I took 6 weeks off because I told my wife I'm not having fun right now, and I want to have fun.
But what's your perfect number?
My perfect number is how does Josh feel? That's it for me, dude.
Okay.
That's it. Like I don't have a number in my head. I know that I'm like this past weekend in Fort Wayne, believe it or not, I had so much fun. I'd have stayed there for another week. Jacob, my son who opens for me, and part of it was he's really coming into his own. Every set of his was the best set of his I'd ever seen.
That's the new life.
Oh, it made me so happy, dude. I was just watching
literally
him in the back.
rebirth.
Oh,
it's your son, and then you're like, oh, I remember that.
Great, dude.
Yeah.
So, but I would just say to you, as soon as it starts to become a job, pull back because this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not doing anything.
I gotta make money.
I know you do, dude. But
I gotta feed Marlo.
How long you gonna make money? Just for the next 2 years?
No, I'm plan, plot, strategizing. I'll never not do the road. I love the road.
Yes.
I'm just saying I've been doing it at such a volume. It just gives me a little anxiety.
But no, you can't put a price on the mental health.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I'm gonna be a little
I think
lighter.
I'm eating the gum.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But just stay,
No, I love
stay
it.
happy,
I truly
dude. Stay
love
happy.
it. There's nothing that makes me happier than making people laugh. Just straight up. That's why we all got into this.
Fuck
So I'm
yes.
grateful and I enjoy it. I just been burning the candle at both ends, but it's all good. I'm getting that shit.
I want you to think about this too, and I know we got to run, but think about the people in the audience. You know what? Every time I get on stage, you know what's not lost on me? These people left their house to come see me.
Oh, I'm always grateful. You know what I say? I always do some weird shit. I do the old Asian guys in the park that jump up and down and wiggle their shoulders.
Oh, I love those dudes. The slapping themselves.
Yeah. I'll be slapping myself, and then I always say pray, a little prayer, thank you God, and then I say like give them your heart, like just be, because sometimes hecklers and shit you get angry.
Yeah.
I'm like give them your heart, like be sweet, don't call that lady a bitch, even though she is.
Could be. Yeah, she definitely could be.
Karen. Always the white ladies.
It is.
Always white ladies.
Damn it.
Come on, white ladies.
It's in a lot of times, and this is my crowd, so I'm so sorry I'm talking to you. But a lot of times it's white ladies over the age of 40.
Mm-hmm. Not only 98% of the time. That's all.
And by the way,
that's white ladies.
That's my audience. I'm looking right at you. Dude. My audience looks like a Chrysler Pacifica pulled up.
Yeah.
Open the door.
It's a good car.
And it was like a clown car, but just filled with 40-year-old white women just streaming out. If you want to fuck a 40-year-old white woman, come to my show. You got a good shot.
Yeah.
You got a good shot. But by the way,
there you go, Chris.
Also, but also great laughers, man.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I do like.
It's only two of them.
Yeah. It's a group of people who you can make fun of and they'll laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
They'll laugh at themselves.
Ooh, I'm sorry, white ladies. 98% of y'all are good, but
amazing.
That 2%, what? You need ayahuasca. Yeah. You got a hand in your ass.
It's amazing. But listen, dude, I appreciate you letting me.
Oh, bro, thanks for doing it.
Come in.
Yeah, of course.
Can I push the special one more time?
Yeah, no, let's do it. Check out a special. We'll provide all links.
It's called
and information.
Yeah, it's called Four Stories. If you like storytelling.
Oh yeah, come on now,
dude. If you like storytelling, this is. I would not say. Look, for me, probably Ron White and Joey Diaz are my right now.
Oh yeah,
the best at it. And I don't think I'm the best, but I don't think there's anybody who does what I do, which is really long, 15-minute stories, right? And I'm doing 4 of them, and they're just about weird. One of them is about having to listen to my friend have sex with a deaf girl because we lived in one studio.
I thought I went on a date with the deaf girl, but she was from New Orleans.
Hilarious.
That's not even a joke. I swear on my life, bro. Arizona. I was like, I was like, what? It clicked later. I was like, oh, she was Creole or whatever.
Why was I talking so loudly to her?
Yeah. I was like,
she probably went home to her friends like, he screamed at me the entire. I think he was hard of hearing.
Dog. I went like, Anyway, sorry about this.
That's all right, dude. But man, as far as storytelling goes, and you're a storyteller,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm about 5-6 minutes.
And we all have our own, but man, I'm so proud of this. I filmed too, right? I filmed it in a small place on purpose. I didn't tell the people coming that it was going to be special.
Ooh, surprise.
I didn't have an audience person there to make sure everybody stood up when I walked on stage and then stood up when I wanted everyone's natural reaction. And let me tell you why this is so different. During the second show, there was a drunk woman. And because I didn't tell people that it was a special, they didn't know how to...
Was it a white lady?
It was. But I had to throw her out
Oh, shit.
during the special.
Damn.
That's the set I kept.
Nice.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because the way I thought of this was, and the way the place and where I put the cameras, I want people to feel like they were there.
Yeah.
But that's what a real comedy show is.
Yeah.
And I say this during the special because I didn't cut any of it out. Because I had to stop a joke midway and wait 10 minutes for her to get kicked out.
Yeah.
And I said, let's see if this joke is still funny.
Yeah.
But you see all of it. And to me, that's what stand-up is. It is a raw, honest stand-up special with no edits to make it look better than it was. I'm so fucking proud of it, dude.
I can't wait.
Check
out his special 4 stories.
Yeah, man.
Check out his Instagram. Check all this shit out.
ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates if you want to come see me high on the
We'll
road.
tag you everything. Go to Late Show Friday night, 3 grams of mushrooms right there.
Yeah.
Go to Early Show Saturday if you don't want to get weird.
Yeah, they all get kind of weird, but not as weird as that one.
Yeah.
And then you and I will set up a night to do together.
Damn, I'm excited and terrified.
Let's go down to like San Diego or someplace where the
Yeah.
vibe is real chill.
Warm.
Yeah.
Bring your fleece. No, thank you for doing it, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you very much. And so I'm sincerely happy for you, and I hope things keep...
Take a gift. I ate one out of it.
Oh, dude, I'll definitely take these.
These are more micros, not like...
But this is good for a plane
function.
ride.
Yeah. Take 2 of those, you'll feel good. Or you're a savage. Take 4.
I might eat this whole...
He's going to eat the whole bottle. It's not really...
I just might eat the whole thing.
Yeah,
but-
I was going to say, they are micro and not designer, but like, just more vitamins as opposed to 3 grams on a Friday. But yeah, eat that whole bottle at a show. You'll have a good time.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Thank you. Check
My
out
man,
his
thank
special, my man Josh Wolf. Much love. Thanks for doing the show. That's been Community Service Podcast, everybody. Catch me at a city near you. I'm all over the place. I'm in Niles. Sold out. You missed it. Anyways, much love. Peace. Hello.